What's up, guys? Dean from Full Circle Landscape Solutions here, hanging out. It's kind of the middle of the night here in Doylestown, but I just wanted to record one of these real quick before I probably call it a night and stop working. So, got in late today from being over at hanging out with a girlfriend over on Easter, which was good. Really didn't do any work on Easter till the nighttime, which is great. Take some time and really think about what's going on. But yeah, so basically what I just did right now is obviously got everything ready for tomorrow and whatnot, scheduling wise, like dispatching jobs out. And I realize we're an employee short, which sucks. So like we're gonna have to definitely move some stuff around. As far as mowing goes, we're an employee short. We just can't take anybody off landscaping. We're totally slammed. And yeah, basically just wrote out our new mowing schedule, or like took just something, wrote out what we were doing for the different days for mowing. Definitely have to have some easier ways to do it for next season, but for right now, that's what I can muster. I mean, that's what I think I can figure out on paper. And basically, we're gonna have, one crew going. So we're probably gonna have two one-man crew. So one truck is gonna be one man all week, and one truck's gonna be one man Monday, Tuesday, and then 2-man Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because we have a part-time guy that's working for us, at least until summer, that is. But so yeah, that should help a lot with our sorry, excuse me, that should not help, but that should I think I plan the mowing schedule to that. So I think we should be pretty good with that. I'm actually relatively excited. I discerned that we need some more lawns and some more bi-weekly maintenance. I calculated the exact numbers there, which is great to do. Not a lot more, just a couple, which is good. Very doable, at least in that regard. I mean, initially I had planned to fill up another 2 people for like a couple more days, and that was a lot more lawns. So I figured I'll do it this way first, and then we'll just, because I don't want to have to stress about lawns because of other stuff I want to worry about and getting figured out. So yeah, and we do still have room to expand, lots of room to expand in the lawn space. So we might still, I think we're probably going to continue expanding all season, hopefully, to the point where we might even be able to have 2 people and 2 trucks all week, which will be, every week would be great. So and then as far as landscaping goes, we're obviously planning to, with the new truck, planning to add another crew, probably 2-man crew or 2 person crew, just because that way they can do some of the smaller jobs that the 3-man crew can't. And I'm also don't have to worry as much, not worry as much, but I also initially just don't have to find as much work, which is kind of a baby way to cop out of it. But maybe not. We'll see. I mean, I just want to say we're going to start with 2-man, or we're just going to start with 2-man, assuming that, and if the work continues to come in, we're having a good luck finding employees and whatnot, we're keeping our team on, everybody's happy, then we're going to bump it up to 2-3 man landscaping crews. Obviously the question becomes summer work, and that's something we're going to tackle when it comes up. Not saying that we're not going to give of course our team's going to work through the summer, but it's just not something I can take time to focus on right now. Like, we just have to go 100% on spring currently. And then once summer does come and we do hit summer, we're definitely I'm going to plan out a couple larger projects, hopefully. Definitely do some mulch, and I'm going to have a conversation with the team tomorrow, actually, about about what it looks like for summer, just depending on what they want to do. Basically, they basically just talking to the team like, hey, look, if you guys want to, really put in the work now, put in some OT, some overtime hours. Not that I'll be repeat. You don't actually have an incremental bonus to work, or incremental incentive to work overtime. Really, you just have a bonus to work. Yeah, you don't have an incremental bonus to work overtime. It's just your normal, pay to work overtime, unless you don't make P4P, in which case you get it. Obviously, we pay it out, but just if that makes any sense. So it's going to be like, look, I need you guys to work some OT and whatnot this spring, or we are not going to be able, or like, this summer we're going to have to give everybody less hours till the fall comes when we're busy again. So, we'll see how that goes. Other than that, we are, other than that, yeah, so that's the landscaping stuff. For landscaping right now, we're booked out what's that? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, probably 6 weeks or so, give or take. That's with our new crew starting in there. But just about 6 weeks, so that should be good. We're hopefully going to try to continue to book out another couple. Like, I really would like to be booked out. It's tough, right? Because with a new crew starting, we're booked out almost 6 weeks, and that is that with And that's with, yeah, okay, that's a 2-man crew. That's a 2-man crew, and we're almost booked out 6 weeks. A little less than that, I guess. So, you know, I definitely would like to be booked out 8 weeks. That really does tend to make me very, very excited and very happy when we are booked out 8 weeks, because it just means that, we have work lined up, we're doing well, and we can, have a lot of consistency coming in, and then my job gets very easy, if you will. Um, we are still looking for an office person. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, but my opinion on that swings back and forth a lot, just because I think if I can just get my stuff together, I really think I could do all the work I need to do for the office person position. That being said, the office person position also, would do a lot of other things that I just don't have time to do. So I think it's definitely worth it if we can find the right person. But if not, Call Boss does a fantastic job in the interim. Or even once we have the office person, we're still going to have them on retainer, just to take any overflow, or in case he or she can't come in for the day, whatnot. Um, so yeah, basically a lot of math, a lot of stuff that had to get done, but it was really nice to come in after, like I said, after Easter, with a fresh perspective on it, and a fresh perspective on what we're doing here, and kind of the way we're rolling. And basically, I think, just to sum this little thing up, and what I've been thinking about most lately, right? I just finished Barbarians at the Gate, which is a book about the fall of RJR Nabisco, from what was like 1980s, 1990s. But what I think is what I think is like the biggest thing I've been thinking about is people want from companies like a consistent experience every single time, right? And they just want consistency, and they want it to just be the same. Like, when I buy Oreos, I want an Oreo. They've had an Oreo. They've had Oreos around for like 30 years, more than that. And Oreos are relatively just about the same as when they first came out. They have other Oreo cookies that kind of, complement them. They got the Halloween Oreos and the Christmas Oreos, and, double stuffed Oreos and mega stuffed Oreos. But I like Oreos. So that's a massive thing I've been thinking about lately, is just getting our business to that point of just awesomeness, and dialing it in there. And yeah, just making sure we do the simple stuff. And I know I've talked about this before, but that's really what the office person's for. And then on the field side, just really trying to make sure we have training systems in place, and have extra team members, because we're definitely at a shortage now. It stinks to be down a person. It's always easier to find work for an extra person, at least at this time of year for us, than it is to not have enough people to do all the work that we're supposed to do. And when I say that, mind you, we're gonna get all the work. Like, it's not a huge. We're gonna get all the work done. It's just a scheduling nightmare for me, and I might probably have to go help on the field. I had to help on the field this past weekend, which sucked, and whatnot. So I don't mind working outside. It's just that it's like I have a lot of other stuff I need to do, like what I'm doing right now. The reason why it's the middle of the night when I'm doing this is like, whatever, sometime between 1 and 2 a.m. right now. But so yeah, I think one of the biggest things is just going to be to, make sure we're focusing on that, and focusing on having the correct amount of employees to the correct amount of work. And honestly, I think we're going to be hiring an extra employee, like an extra dude who's basically, or girl, guy or girl, whose job is going to be to fill in case somebody's not there. Because at this point, we'll be running with, what is it, 30 plus, yeah. So we'll have 8 employees plus the extra guy, which, because if you figure, call it once every, like, if you have 10 people, that's somebody calls out once every 2 weeks, your average person. Maybe we also do have, one part-time guy who's, in mowing, so that's kind of accounted for. But then 2 of our other team members, want to take off a day a week some weeks, or, a day a week every 2 weeks, which is just for, actually really cool stuff they're doing. But that's besides the point. So I think having an extra person around just to do stuff will be massive. I think it'd be worth it, because I think we can sell the work, especially like I said, especially in the spring. Obviously, once the summer, we'll have to reevaluate with them what their plan is. We could also I really want to ramp up our biweekly maintenance. I think that'll be a really cool portion of the business, to help out, through a lot of different stuff, and to add some recurring. So we're definitely gonna add to that a little bit. So, and then they can hopefully take care of that as we add more mowing clients. We can give the mowing clients to the mowing team, take the biweekly minutes off the mowing team's list, and add it to theirs, and whatnot. So as we continue to grow, I think there's going to be the scheduling is going to be a lot easier. I'm starting to get really fucking excited about this. I think the scheduling is going to get a lot easier. Starting to feel the adrenaline pumping, which is great. And yeah, I think we're looking really, really solid for the future. Looking like you know, we're headed in the right direction. And for all of you that are like, why would you start another truck right now? You're profitable this week or this month currently, because we have extra collections are off right now. We have a lot of money coming in, but this month so far we're negative $18,000 in profit. In the past months we've been relatively profitable, which has been great, and that's just a function of us buying another truck. We're gonna have to buy another dump trailer, which is an additional 13,000 to go with this new setup. And it's like, why on earth would you spend this money to make another setup? I thought your goal was profit. Your goal is to make $50,000 to $100,000 at the end of the year in profit that you can use to grow the company, and that still is the goal. We haven't wavered. I mean, I have wavered about other stuff, but in this case, this is not us wavering from the goal, and we're not going to. That's the goal for the season, is to have the most profit at the end of the year. And the way this helps us is by getting more people in the field to keep growing, because I'm not going to sacrifice growth of the company for profit at the end of the year, especially not at this point. And especially now with the plans I have for next year. And like I'm saying, it's easier to schedule with more people and more stuff going on. At least in my opinion, I'm probably wrong, or it could be wrong, depending on how you look at it. But I'd rather do this. I'd rather have an office person that I can very easily justify from a book's perspective, because we have 8 people working out in the field. Like, it's a lot of money coming in every hour in the field. Like, to way cover a really good person in the office. So yeah, I think it'll allow us to grow the company. Got some really cool stuff like I've been talking about for next year. There's a bunch of reasons why we're not doing it until next year, but there's a lot of really cool stuff that we're going to implement to try to really increase the efficiency of everything without, getting too much operational drag and whatnot. But yeah. So basically, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. I don't want to keep rambling on too much. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to share? No, I'm just really excited for what we've got going on. I think that yeah, I think that overall we're starting to build a really great team. Trying to figure out this training thing. Really gonna do the training thing right from now on. We've been kind of just throwing people in and being like, get to work. Now we're hopefully booking jobs out so that it's not much of an issue. And yeah, just getting really excited. Thank you guys for tuning in and talking to you. Peace.